Welcome back to the channel, Salem family. Let's be real for a second. We have all been sitting on the edge of our seats, desperately waiting for Eli Grant or Maggie Kyriakis to burst through the doors of the Horton living room and save our beloved Julie Williams from the absolute nightmare that is Foster. We want the good guys to win. We want the hero to ride in at the last possible second and expose the bad guy. But this is Days of Our Lives. And sometimes the villains don't just put up a good fight. Sometimes they completely outsmart everyone. What if the dark, manipulative plot of Foster actually succeeds? What if Foster successfully tricks Julie Williams all the way to the altar? Amazing! And by amazing, I mean amazingly horrifying. Because today, I am going to break down the exact timeline of when this tragic wedding will take place, how Foster will successfully manipulate Julie into saying I do, and the psychological horror that awaits her once Foster officially secures the Horton fortune. I think this move by the writers is both brilliant and a huge mistake. It is brilliant because it creates massive, high-stakes drama, but it is a mistake because Julie Williams is walking straight into a trap and the timeline is moving much faster than anyone realizes. A lot of fans think Foster is going to drag this out into next year, but I actually think the opposite. We are officially predicting that the cursed wedding of Julie Williams and Foster will take place during November Sweeps 2026. Why November Sweeps? Because soap operas absolutely love to destroy Thanksgiving and the winter holidays with total, unadulterated chaos. Think about the history of this show. The Horton family Thanksgiving is a sacred tradition. It is the core of Salem. By having Foster infiltrate the family during this specific time, the writers are twisting the knife into the legacy of Tom and Alice Horton. Foster knows that he is operating on borrowed time. He is not stupid. He knows that Eli Grant is a brilliant, highly trained detective who can smell a rat from a mile away. And he knows that Chad DiMera has massive, unlimited resources at his disposal. If Foster waits until 2027, Julie's family will inevitably dig up his fake medical records and expose his entire scam. Therefore, Foster must accelerate the timeline. But here's the kicker. Foster isn't just going to rush a wedding out of nowhere. He is going to use psychological warfare. He will use the changing of the seasons, the shorter, darker days, and the approaching memory of Doug Williams during the holidays to make Julie feel incredibly, suffocatingly lonely. Doug and Julie were the original super couple. They were on the cover of Time magazine. The grief of losing Doug is a gaping wound in Julie's heart, and Foster is pouring salt right into it. By the time November 2026 rolls around, Julie will be so emotionally dependent on Foster's comforting presence that she will agree to a rapid, intimate ceremony right inside the Horton home. That's crazy. He is weaponizing her grief. So, how does a mastermind like Foster actually pull this off without getting caught by the Salem PD? How does he bypass Eli? He is going to play the ultimate victim card. Can you believe it? Foster is going to weaponize a fake chronic kidney disease to force Julie's hand. This is a classic, vintage soap opera villain move. We have seen people fake pregnancies, fake amnesia, and fake brain tumors. But faking rapid kidney failure to trap a grieving widow? That is a special kind of evil. And you won't believe what happens next. The storyline is going to play out with a meticulously planned, theatrical collapse. Foster is going to stage a massive medical emergency right in the middle of the bookstore. He won't just stumble. He will dramatically collapse right into Julie's arms. It will be terrifying for her. She will rush him to the hospital, her heart pounding, completely re-traumatized by the fear of losing another man she cares about. And that is exactly what Foster wants. He wants her in a state of panic. Once the dust settles, Foster will drop the ultimate lie. He will claim that his kidneys are failing rapidly and that he only has a few agonizing months left to live. He will play the role of the tragic, brave martyr perfectly. He will tell Julie that his medical bills are piling up, that he is drowning in debt, and that his one final, dying wish is to spend his remaining days on earth as her husband. It is disgusting. It makes my blood boil just thinking about it. He is financially and emotionally manipulating a woman who has already been through hell. To ensure his plan goes off without a hitch, Foster will execute a brilliant isolation tactic. He will convince Julie to keep the wedding an absolute secret from Eli, Grant, Maggie, and Doug's extended family until after the ceremony is over. How? By playing the sympathy card again. He will tell Julie that he is too weak for a big fuss, that he doesn't want any family drama or interrogations during his final days, and that he just wants it to be about the two of them. And Julie, driven by her pure, boundless compassion and the painful memory of watching Doug slip away, will fall for the scam completely. She will believe that marrying Foster is an act of profound mercy and true love. She will think she is giving a dying man peace. Let's zoom in on the wedding day itself, because the imagery is going to be absolutely sickening. There will be no grand, beautiful church wedding at St. Luke's. There will be no massive gathering of the Brady and Horton clans. Instead, Foster and Julie will stand in front of the fireplace in the iconic Horton living room. The photos of Tom Horton, Alice Horton, and Doug Williams will be staring down from the mantelpiece, acting as silent, helpless witnesses to this absolute travesty. Julie will look absolutely beautiful, but deeply melancholy. She will likely be wearing a simple, elegant dress, carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders. Foster will be wearing a sharp suit, looking like the picture of a devoted, ailing gentleman, masking the absolute monster lurking underneath. A local justice of the peace will stand before them and ask the fateful questions. Do you, Julie Williams, take Foster to be your lawfully wedded husband? Julie will hesitate. She will look up at the photo of Doug Williams. She will take a deep, shaky breath, believing she is honoring his legacy of love by showing mercy to this dying man. And she will say, I do. At that exact moment, Foster will smile. A wicked, hidden, terrifying smile that Julie won't see. He will echo the vows, promising to love and cherish her, while secretly calculating the exact value of her bank accounts. The rings will be exchanged. The justice of the peace will pronounce them husband and wife. The trap is officially sprung. The ceremony is complete. The marriage certificate is signed, and Foster has officially infiltrated the legendary Horton family. I am passionately, furiously angry about this storyline, but I also cannot look away. It is compelling television. I hate Foster with a burning passion because Julie deserves peace. She is a legacy character. She has survived the test of time, and to see her manipulated like this is just heartbreaking. But from a storytelling perspective, the fallout is going to be epic. When Eli finally finds out that his grandmother secretly married a con artist, he is going to tear Salem apart. He is going to use every single badge, gun, and connection he has to destroy Foster. And I am going to be cheering him on every single step of the way. What do you guys think? Are you as stressed out about this cursed November wedding as I am? Do you think Eli will find out before the ink is dry on the marriage certificate? Or will Foster actually get his hands on the Horton fortune? Drop your wildest theories in the comments below, because I need to talk about this with people who understand the absolute insanity of Salem. Keep your eyes peeled, guys, because November Sweeps is going to change the Horton family forever.